unique to the Earth? Or is there life everywhere in the universe? The answer to this question of cosmic life lies in our understanding of the origin of the universe. The formation of the solar system in a violent universe. Some stars, like Rigel, are gigantic infernos compared to the Sun. Rigel, our life-giving Sun, will also become a red giant and expand till it reaches Earth's orbit and even beyond, destroying all life on Earth. Don't worry, this won't happen for billions of years. The death of a star can be spectacular. Orion's belt reveals a dazzling cloud of gas and dust called the Orion Nebula, a birthplace of countless stars. It is believed that our Sun, with all its planets, was formed from a similar cloud about 5 billion years ago. Out the remains of a star that exploded. When this supernova burst 1,000 years ago, people on Earth saw it as a very bright star that looked like a crab. Would the sky look the same to other people? In the constellation Sagittarius, for example, the brightest star we can see. The cluster is one of the most beautiful sights in the sky. For any intelligent beings in the Sagittarius neighborhood, it would be overhead constantly after night. When we on Earth face the Sagittarius constellation, we are actually looking towards the very center of our own galaxy, the Milky Way. We are just a tiny part of the galaxy. The Milky Way has more than 100 billion stars, but our galaxy is a supercluster and so on. Some believe there is a filament-like structure to the universe made up of more than 100 billion galaxies in all. It is hard to comprehend the enormity of the universe, whose total mass in tons is estimated to be the number 20 followed by 48 zeros. 20 trillion tons. It is hard to imagine such a prodigious amount of matter. Some believe that it neither had a beginning nor will it have an end. Others think that our universe was born about 15 billion years ago, with a gigantic explosion, the Big Bang. As the Big Bang began, all the matter we see in the universe formed a primordial fireball, trillions of degrees hot, and so incredibly dense that a teaspoon of it would weigh billions of tons. When this fireball suddenly expanded, it created space and dispersed matter through it. Over time, as matter cooled, gravity concentrated in helium. But the hot core of these stars cooked the atoms of these light and abundant elements into the dozens of heavier elements we find in the universe today. When these first generation stars died, all of these elements were released into interstellar space, where they formed the star generations that have followed ever since, making the universe richer and richer in heavier elements. Star is made up mainly of hydrogen, but it also contains heavier elements produced by the previous generations of stars. The Earth and other planets in our solar system were formed as byproducts left over from the formation of the Sun. all the matter that makes up our world, from the water we drink to the food we eat, the clothes we wear and the houses we live in. Everything, including the ingredients of our own bodies, once existed in the hot interiors of massive stars and is then thrown into the cold emptiness of interstellar space. We are all made of stardust, as the poets have written. Your right hand may contain elements from one collapsed star, and the left hand matter from a different star. Said the astronomer Carl Sagan, the cosmos is within us. It appears that whenever a star is formed, planets are also likely to form. If this is true, there could be trillions and trillions of planets. Even among about 50 of the stars nearest to us, astronomers have found some evidence that 3 of those planets, Epsilon Eridani, Tau Ceti, and Bernard star, have planets circling them. The orbiting Hubble Space Telescope captured the first visible light image of a planet around another star and has detected planets in deep space as well. Given all that the matter in the universe, one small planet of an average-sized star in an unremarkable galaxy, it could also have arisen elsewhere. Maybe the whole universe is teeming with life. Millions of stars were formed before the sun, presenting the tantalizing possibility that intelligent beings could have evolved in our own galaxy long before Earth even came into existence. If there's life out there, why has no one communicated with us at present to establish contact even with the planet of a nearby star? If we send the signal would not reach it for about 8.5 years. If on a planet circling Sirius, there were intelligent life able to understand the message, their reply would take another 8.5 years to reach us. 17 years to find out if our message was a waste of time. Communicating with more distant planets could take centuries. That did not deter American set out today for the star nearest to us, Alpha Centauri. It would take about 100,000 years to reach it. What if we travel at the speed of light? It would take only 4.5 years. But it's impossible to go that fast, as Einstein proved. To reach the speed of light in a spacecraft weighing 1,000 tons, we would need as much energy as the entire modern world will consume in the next 5,000 years. Imagine, however, if the future brings us
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off!
I hope all of you are comfortable. We had a fantastic launch, and we are about to see some fascinating sights. At our hyper-cruising speed, we are already approaching Venus. Breakfast will be served when we pass Jupiter. We are descending to give you a good view of a desert planet. According to our gauges, the surface temperature on Venus is 860 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to vaporize any liquid water and even to melt lead. The clouds are made of sulfuric acid. When it rains on Venus, the surface is so hot, the droplets evaporate before hitting the ground. Ahead, the red planet Mars. It's also a desert planet, but Mars is not boiling hot like Venus. It's 70 degrees right now, but it will be 100 degrees below freezing tonight. You can see a popular resort filled with tourists from Earth on a Martian holiday. It may not be Barbados, but the view is unbeatable. We're feeling the gravitational pull of Jupiter now. As you can see out the windows, this giant planet is hidden beneath dense cloud layers composed mostly of ammonia and sulfur. The orange spot is a hurricane-like storm that has been raging for at least 300 years. The storm is so huge, 3 Earths could fit inside it. You'll be surprised as we fly by Saturn and its famous rings. From afar, the rings look like silky smooth, but up close, you can see they are actually layers of ice-covered rocks, varying in size from tiny pebbles to huge boulders. Ahead, Titan, the moon of Saturn, larger than the planet Mercury. Its nitrogen-rich atmosphere leads scientists to speculate that there may be some form of life on Titan. Unfortunately, we won't pass the outer planets. From Titan, our route heads out of the solar system. We're entering interstellar space. If you look backwards, you'll see the retreating sun. The sun we've known and depended upon all our lives now looks no different from any other star.
In the hauntingly beautiful, immense void of
It is interesting to note that the objects around us in the cosmos behave in some ways like human beings. They have their time of birth and hour of death. Some are lonely and some have companions. Some are small and some are giants.
I'm happy to announce that we have spotted a planet ahead near the star Epsilon Eridani. More importantly, we have received radio signals from it, and we are calibrating our telescope to get detailed images of the planet. It certainly appears that we are about to meet some form of intelligent life, as our ancestors dreamed.
How big do you think this planet is?
It seems to be a very small planet. From my preliminary calculations, it has only 1/10 the surface area of Earth.
With such low gravity, the beings there must be very thin and tall.
Oh, hold on. I calculated wrong. I divided when I should have multiplied. The surface gravity is actually 10 times stronger than on Earth.
Then we are about to meet very short and thick beings.
It looks like a very cold planet.
Maybe they'll be furry people or furry somethings.
Prepare to land.
This is the moment of truth. Will they greet us or attack us?
You will be happy to know that we are receiving welcoming signals. It turns out that their computers understand our language. They are actually inviting us to land. And we have actually...
Space everywhere in the universe?
the sight of the stars make us dream. Is it facts? Your own descendants will make this journey and befriend beings from another corner of the universe.